guys, it's Jill here from Lavender and Friends, your source of essential oil education and inspiration. I'm doing a Q&A. My husband's going to share this in the Oil Squad group as well, so you can be watching there. And we're going to do a bit of a Q&A session. So you can ask me anything about doTERRA. You can ask me about oils, you can ask me about the business, and I'm going to be giving away a free mini mood management kit for participating. So pop in some questions and you go on the draw to win a free mini mood management kit. Now I'll start by sharing with you guys what is in a mini mood management kit. So the mood management kit is actually a blend of 4 of my favorite oils, and I'll just have a bit of a chat about them while I wait for you guys to jump on. So, curiosity for you guys watching, who here has the mood management kit? Mood management kit is a collection of 4 oils. Hey Ez! Oh, thanks Ez, I'm glad you love my glasses. So it's a combination of 4 different oils. So you've got Lavender Peace, Balance, Citrus Bliss, and Elevation. And they're 4 blends that are specifically designed to help with your mood and emotions. And there's a good reason why they're some of my favorites, because we've got Elevation, which is the joyful blend. I think it smells pretty similar to Cheer, except Cheer is a bit sweeter because it's got the vanilla, and this is a bit drier. It's all the citrus oils. It's really happy. I actually had this diffusing this morning because I was in a bit of a cranky mood, and within a few minutes I just felt a bit lighter, a bit more happy. Then we've got Citrus Bliss, which is the invigorating blend. I think it smells like mandarin cupcakes. I don't know, like really sugary, really sweet, really citrusy. It's absolutely gorgeous. And again, it's just a really nice pick-me-up type oil. Then we move on to Balance, which, as you guys know, is one of my favorite oils. How awesome was the BOGO, by the way? Balance and Forgive. Yes, super psyched. So Balance is the grounding blend, super good for calming down, helping you feel really nice and in control. And top tip for anyone with kids, Balance and Citrus Bliss together is what I call monster juice. It is an amazing blend to pop in your diffuser when the kids are a little bit ragged at the edges, shall we say. This is a really great combination. And then we also finish with our Lavender Peace, which is known as Serenity in America. So if you're reading the bottle, it actually says Serenity because this isn't a bottle I got from the States. So Lavender Peace is kind of like pimped up lavender. It's got extra oils in it, things such as vetiver, it's got hoe wood, cedarwood, all those really beautiful calming oils. So yeah, this is a great one that we diffuse most nights in our bedroom to help us with sleeping. So yeah, you pop the 4 together, and I'm giving away a little sample pack size to someone who's watching. So what questions do you guys have? Pop some questions in. Let's get a bit of a chat going. I'm just going to read some of your comments. Oh, hey Shana, doing your second order. Awesome. And Esther loves those oils, and Ez uses Citrus Bliss every day, which I'm not surprised because it's just such a happy one. Esther uses Balance every day. I love Balance's way. And Ez got 3 of the BOGOs. Nice. I maybe got 5. But it's such a, honestly guys, Balance and Forgive is like an amazing combo, and I use them heaps. Plus they make really good Christmas presents. So, and Johnny's been Johnny has been loving Balance for you and your bar. Oh, that's good. I use Balance on my kids a lot, like a lot. I actually carry it around with me in a roller. So when we leave the car, I'm like, let's just roll some Balance and some On Guard up and down your spine. And yeah, Johnny, try Balance and Citrus Bliss. It's amazing together. And yes, look, I'll be honest, my husband prefers Lavender Peace to lavender. He finds straight lavender a bit too sharp, just too lavendery, whereas Lavender Peace is a bit more chilled out and a bit more mellow. And Samantha uses your Lavender Peace in a roller every night. Oh, that's good to hear. All right, so do you guys have any questions? What do you want to chat about? Now, while you guys are typing your questions into the box, I'm going to share a bit of a story with you guys. So I am allergic to a few things. Some of them we know, some of them we don't know. And every so often I have random allergic reaction things, and then basically if they don't go away within a couple of days, I end up having to do this really fun diet where I like cut all the fun things out of my diet, like bread and cheese and chocolate. Yay! So those of you that are like friends with me personally in person, you'll know I've been doing this. So I've had a fun reaction to something. I've now had to cut out gluten, dairy, and sugar from my diet for just a week or so to see if I can figure out what's making me feel unwell. So I wanted to share with you guys something that has been saving me from getting really cranky and not very nice from all the food cravings I get. And while you guys are typing in your questions, this is Smart and Sassy. Now, I haven't used it much, I'll be honest. I am still breastfeeding, and peppermint may reduce lactation, so it's one you kind of want to avoid if you are breastfeeding. However, there's such a small amount of peppermint in this, and I haven't been using it heaps, and to be honest, my child is now 2, so it's not a big issue for me. So what I've been doing is I've actually been adding a drop of Smart and Sassy to my water all day long. So obviously, because I'm not having any sugar and I'm having a bit of a different diet, I have been craving like milk and cheese and all these fun things. And honestly, I have actually found it's really helped me with that. So I'm going to do some now simply because I just had dinner, and then for dessert, oh no, don't waste the oil. For dessert, I had a bowl of raspberries, and it was nice, but it's not quite as nice as, ice cream. So anyways, just thought I'd share that. All right, let's see if you guys have some questions while I get my water ready. So Tanya hasn't tried Citrus Bliss yet. It's beautiful, love. Yeah, Ez, exactly. It's a build-up. So it's basically, I've obviously eaten something that has just set me over the limit. And so easiest way is just to reset by cutting everything back out again. And Tanya, balance and forgive is great in the diffuser. I agree. Totally agree. I think it's great. Now, if you guys have any more questions, you want to ask me some questions, pop it in the comments. I'll have a bit of a chat with you guys too while we're at it about today's American BOGO. So the American BOGO is buy Siberian fur and get cassia or kasha, depends on how you say it, for free. Now, I was really excited by this because I actually don't have either of those oils. They are on my wish list, and they're 2 that I really wanted to get. But I keep running out of lemon and lavender and LLV and having to restock my basics, so I haven't been able to get them yet. So Siberian fir is actually a new oil. They brought it in to replace white fir. Now, white fir, kind of known as the Christmas tree oil. It's that conical fir tree that you think of when you think of Christmas trees. And I actually got it because it's really good at supporting teething. So my little babies have a teething blend that is white fir and lavender and frankincense, and then we added in a bit of kaviva too when that came out. So that's why I have white fir. And so Siberian fir, they realized, had a better chemical profile. It was just stronger in the elements that we liked out of white fir, and it was also a more sustainable sourcing option too. And of course, doTERRA is really big on their sustainability. They really want to have oil sources that can be long term, and so they swapped to Siberian fir. Very similar smell. And look, if you see any recipes that say white fir, just swap in Siberian fir and you'll be totally fine. Really good for calming, really good for relaxation, really good for, I guess, mental clarity for focus. I know it's one people often use when they have to do studying. So I'm really excited to get it. I've smelt it. I actually prefer the smell of Siberian fir to white fir. I don't know, it's just a little bit nicer, I think. And then the other one is cassia. Now, most people don't know this, but unless you buy your cinnamon from an Indian or Asian grocer, there's a really high chance you actually have cassia in your ground cinnamon. Very similar, often used interchangeably. And to be honest, with most recipes, you can interchange cassia and cinnamon. So smells very similar to cinnamon, very spicy, very warm, amazing in all things like curries, chais, pumpkin pie. I'm just loving it. By the way, if I do have any American people on here, happy Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing time with all your family. I know my family is over there right now celebrating at my grandma's house, and I'm a bit sad I can't be there with them, but if you guys are watching at home, love you lots. Hope you're having a good Thanksgiving. So cassia is really great for using in your cooking. Really beautiful diffuser blends. Goes well with things like your ginger, your clove, your cardamom, all those really warm spices, really Christmassy. All right, so Ez is saying, can't drink it straight in a veggie cat. Oh, you can't drink the Smart and Sassy. Interesting. It is a taste that has grown on me. At the start, I was a bit like, ugh, but now I actually quite like it, I will say. So Samantha, I'm cutting out all due to a reaction. Yay, we can live on ice cubes together. I've been joking that I live on ice cubes because they're like just frozen water. And you missed coffee. Oh, see, I'm lucky. I don't actually drink coffee, so that's one thing I'm not missing. What's the best anti-inflammatory oil? That is a really good question. Now, I know that we had copaiba come up, and I know that's a really popular one for anti-inflammatory, but this is a really good example of when you don't know the answer to something, we look it up. So I love talking about the reference books because I think it's really important that you guys are empowered and you know how to find your own answers. Because as much as I love giving you guys information, at the same time for my team, I always tease them and say, I don't want them contacting me all day, every day, because I want them to know how to find their own answers. And that's the teacher in me, teaching you guys how to find your own answers. So in my phone, I actually have an app. I've got two apps actually. I have the Modern Essentials app, and I also have the Essential Life. Now, look, I'll be honest, I used to be big on Modern Essentials. It was definitely my favorite. I've now swapped over more to Essential Life. I really find the app is much more user-friendly. They've got a lot more recipes. And I'm also a bit annoyed that Modern Essentials wants you to pay a monthly subscription. I'm not down with that. So I am using Essential Life more. So what we do is we simply go to Essential Life, and we can simply look up anti-inflammatory and see if it brings up anything. Nothing's coming up for anti-inflammatory. That's okay. Sometimes when we can't find something, we can actually just look up other things. All right, inflammation. We've got inflammation and inflammatory bowel syndrome. So we'll look up inflammation. So it's saying the cellular complex is the good recommendation. So that would be your cellular complex, I think, is DDR prime. Frankincense is saying anti-inflammatory. Massage blend, which is aromatouch, which was also one of the BOGOs. Peppermint and also turmeric. That was the one I was thinking of. Sorry guys, I had a total mind blank when I was saying copaiba. I actually meant turmeric. So turmeric is one that's really well known for being anti-inflammatory. So that's the answers from Essential Life. Flipping into Modern Essentials Plus, because again, they kind of give different answers sometimes. I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to look up the app, have a look. Give me 1 second. All right, so let's go to the search function and let's look up inflammation again. It doesn't have inflammation, only has immune system. Well, there we go. We'll stick with turmeric then. I would say turmeric's probably the most popular for anti-inflammatory, and also frankincense, which doesn't surprise me because frankincense is good for pretty much everything. All right, so Tanya hasn't used the cassia yet. Don't know what to use it for. Jump into the Facebook group, the Oil Squad. I put a post up with heaps of recipes on how to use cassia. And as a general rule, you can use cassia in the place of cinnamon. So for example, in the mornings, I love putting a drop of cinnamon in my porridge. You could also do cassia as well. Just a quick question. Do you guys say cassia or cassia? Because I've heard it pronounced both ways, and I'm not actually sure which way it's meant to be pronounced. So be very curious how you guys say it. Ellen, how much are they in Australia? Now, Ellen, I'm assuming you mean today's BOGO of the Siberian fir and the cassia. It is in American dollars. I'll just have a super quick check for you. Give me 1 second. I know if you bought 5 of them, it came down to about $39 each. If you bought 5, if you just bought 1, I'll have a quick look for you. So Siberian fir is US $24. And then on top of that, you would have shipping. Now shipping is US, I think $13. So it's around about $17, which is why I'd encourage you to get a few friends together. Or if you're doing an American order, get a few extra things just to make the shipping worthwhile. Copaiba is super anti-inflammatory oil. That's right, Ez. Hi, Donna. And yes, happy Thanksgiving to my family. Missing them lots, but hoping they're having fun. Now, Michelle. Oh no, have you sprained your ankle? Best oil to help with a sprained ankle. Again, anything anti-inflammatory is going to be great. I would be personally getting out my Ice Blue and my Ice Blue Rub. First point of call, obviously a doctor, physio, make sure there's nothing more severe going on. Please do always work with your doctors and medical practitioners. I am not a doctor. I can't treat, diagnose, prevent, or cure anything. All I'm doing is just helping share my experiences and what I would be using in that situation. So Ice Blue Rub gives that cool burn feeling, super soothing. I love it. And you could pair it with your Ice Blue oil. So I do basically a pea-sized amount and then 1 or 2 drops of the Ice Blue oil. Now this oil is pretty intense, so if you apply it on your skin, you do want to be diluting it with some sort of a carrier oil. Then you've also got things like your frankincense and your copaiba. There's a few recipes out there for pain relief, and they include lemongrass and marjoram as well. Those are 2 oils that can be really good for helping with that. So those would be ones I would suggest. And of course, the classics of rice. So rest, ice, compression, and elevation. And again, making sure with a doctor or physio that everything's okay. And I hope you feel better. So there we go. As read the Essentials Life first sentence of copaiba. It states copaiba is one of the high anti-inflammatories, which is true. Shana, what oils are good for fluid buildup in the ear? Now I'm assuming you mean inside the inner ear, as in an ear infection type of thing. Now this is something we have heaps of in my family, unfortunately. Both my kids have flat eustachian tubes, so we had chronic ear problems. What we found really, really beneficial is prevention is better than cure. So when I'm talking prevention, I'm talking simple things like no public swimming pools, washing hands profusely, being mindful in the bath, being careful in the shower, trying to keep water out of the ears, making sure we're eating a healthy diet so our immune system is stronger. So those are some basic things. Because remember, my big thing is I love prevention and I love holistic health, so looking at everything. However, the oils that we found super helpful was Manuka. If you don't have Manuka, get it. Or otherwise, tea tree and lemon we found really beneficial. We would just rub them around her ear and down the side of her neck. And also we would do a combination of the flute, frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, and tea tree. We'd mix up a little, we have a little roller because she's a child, so we had a roller diluted for child strength, and we just put it on the bottom of her feet every couple of hours if she was acting, if she was feeling, showing signs of discomfort. And we'd also do the on guard, the touch. So I love the touch range. So for those of you that don't know, doTERRA has, where is a touch roller? Oh, don't have any handy. doTERRA has what's called the touch range. So they are pre-diluted rollers made by doTERRA. So they've got Manuka touch, they've got on guard touch, they've got tea tree touch. Those would be my top 3 that I'd be using. And we would just do the on guard touch up and down her back. We do that blend that I made, the Frankie, lemon, on guard, oregano, and tea tree on her feet. And then we do Manuka or tea tree and lemon around the ears. And we do it literally every 2 to 3 hours if she was showing signs of discomfort. We would also go straight to the doctor, get the doctor to have a look at it, check how serious it was, because sometimes, if you have to go on antibiotics, you just get them on straight away and get them better. We have a very holistic healthcare practitioner. We're very, very lucky. And so she would often have a look, say, okay, well, something's coming, so you've got 3 days, and bring her back in 3 days. Do what you want to do at home for 3 days, bring her back, and then we'd bring her back and she'd go, yep, she's fine, keep going with what you're going. So again, I'm big on working with your doctors, working with someone you trust. What do you use clove for? Oh, Jenny, I love clove. I use clove in my hot cross buns. I use it in other things too, but I do make a lot of hot cross buns. I use clove a lot in cooking. It's excellent for adding flavor. It's a really good spicy one. I've been making gingerbread. I've been using it in my gingerbread. For diffusing, it's just a really nice smell. I love diffusing it with things like orange, ginger, cassia, cinnamon. It's in my cleaning spray. My cleaning spray is 15 drops of lemon, 15 drops of clove, and water. We had an unfortunate incident where my pram got attacked by mold, and clove is actually very well known for its mold killing properties. So we used clove to help us spray and clean the pram. I also have a recipe for a bathroom grout cleaner that uses mold too, so that's another one. And again, here's a really good example of how we can just have a look in the reference books and see what it says. So if we go to our Essential Life book, we type in clove, and we'll see a whole heap of different uses. So it's one you do want to, it's a hot oil, so you do want to dilute it if you're applying it on your skin. So quick facts: steam extilled, it's analgesic, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-infectious, anti-inflammatory, anti-parasitic, strong antiseptic, anti-turmeric, antiviral, disinfectant, antioxidant, and immune stimulant. It may influence healing, improve memory, and create a feeling of protection and courage. And its primary uses are very, very long, so I'm not going to read them all out, but have a look and you can see these are all the primary uses. Lots and lots of uses for that oil. So emotionally, now, fun fact, guys, did you know that there is an emotions app? I only just found this out. I don't know how I didn't know this. It's called Essential Emotions, and it's all about the emotions, which I thought was pretty cool. So you can actually, again, look up via clove, and clove is the emotions it addresses is being indecisive, protected, victimized, violated, and vulnerable. So it's about encouraging healthy boundaries and support feelings of decisiveness and safety, which is pretty cool. So Tanya, have you used Douglas fir? Oh, okay. Tanya, whoa. Just to warn you, Douglas fir is like pretty much one of my favorite oils. I am in love with it. I love the smell of it. I actually was at a friend's house and was looking through her oil box and smelled this amazing aroma and was like, oh my goodness, what is this? And I went through her whole oil box till I found it. I don't know what it is, but Douglas fir just speaks to my soul, and I'm loving it. I diffuse Douglas fir. It is just, to me, it is the most beautiful scent ever. Pretty much everyone else thinks it just smells like trees and lemons, so you may not love it as much as I do, but I love it. One of my favorite blends is I love Douglas fir, grapefruit, and lime. I actually wear that as a perfume. It's one of my favorites. Douglas fir is meant to be excellent for respiratory support as well, a really good one for respiratory. And emotionally, it's about breaking generational patterns and about starting afresh and having the courage to step out and to form a new path. And it's about sort of having that courage, and I love it. I really, really love Douglas fir. It's one of my favorites. All right, so Ez says cassia. Okay, so you say cassia the same way I do too. Now, Jenny, we moved into a new place, but it's super dusty. What oils would you recommend using, and in what way? Topically, internally, diffusion. I have a baby and I'm breastfeeding mama. Not sure that makes a difference. Okay, so let's talk a bit about breastfeeding bubbas and mamas and all that fun stuff. So I'm breastfeeding as well. Essential Midwife. On Facebook, there's a girl called the Essential Midwife. Stephanie Fritz is her name. She's been using oils for as long as she's been practicing, or she's been using doTERRA since it started. She's been using oils before that. And so she has a really great book called, I think it's Pregnancy, Birth and Beyond, and it's all about using essential oils. Really great reference. Highly recommend if anyone has any young children that they get it. Breastfeeding means peppermint is the one that you do want to be avoiding because it may decrease lactation. And when we're diffusing around kids, we just want to be mindful of having, fresh air. And if we're using kids on them, we want to be mindful of diluting them appropriately. So we wouldn't put straight oil on a child's skin. We would always be diluting with some form of a carrier oil. So if you've got a really dusty place, not really sure about oils to diffuse for that. I'd be more saying things like using cleaning sprays and actually just cleaning and trying to get rid of the dust. Purify is a really great one to diffuse to help get rid of musty smells. So is eucalyptus and lemon. That's another combination I absolutely love. It's really fresh and clean smelling. On Guard's a fabulous one. It is the protective blend. So if there's anything in the air, it's going to help keep you nice and safe. That'd be another one I'd suggest diffusing. And all these are totally fine to be using if you have young kids. I diffuse them all the time around my guys. And anything citrusy is going to be really uplifting and also, again, really good at sort of cleansing, helping to cleanse. So Sally says, Kabiba and Ice Blue in a roller with FCO is awesome. Yes, it is. Kabiba and Ice Blue together is just like beautiful combination. And okay, good girl, Michelle. I'm glad you had an x-ray, but I'm glad you got no fracture. That's good. Let's see. Oh, good, Jenny. I'm glad you feel inspired to use clove more. I love clove. Seriously though, hot cross buns and gingerbread are like my go-tos, except for at the moment because I can't eat any gluten. If anyone has a gluten-free gingerbread recipe or hot cross buns, can you send it to me? All right, Sally, I have horrible fatigue. Oh, okay. Horrible fatigue, right. First of all, let's look at a holistic picture. Fatigue can often be lack of sleep, can be your rundown, can be a whole host of factors. The number one thing I would be suggesting is LLV. Who's on the LLV? Give me a thumbs up, give me a love heart if you are on the LLV. LLV is the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and it is hands down one of my favorite things from doTERRA. It is amazing. My husband and I have been on it since the start of this year, and I probably would not have made it through Diamond Club if I wasn't on Lifelong Vitality. It's super good at making sure your body has the correct vitamins, minerals, nutrients, all that good stuff it needs that makes the oil then work better. It is honestly the best investment you're going to make in your health. I used to be super anti supplements. I was like, nah, don't need them, totally healthy, what do you want about? And then when I started doing doTERRA, I was like, well, I can't really be telling people about these supplements if I haven't used them myself. Okay, I'll give them a try. Tried them for a month, didn't notice any difference, came off them, and within 3 days, I was exhausted and I felt like I'd been hit by a bus. I was just so tired and cranky, and I went, oh, I guess they did actually do something. They work very slowly, so for me, it was almost a month of being on them before I noticed a difference. It does take some time, especially if you have maybe depleted supplies of stuff in your body that the LLV is going to be slowly regenerating. But honestly, having been on them now, I wouldn't go off them. I only do a half a dose. I don't take a full dose except over winter, and during Diamond Club I'll be on a full dose just because it's such an intense time. But the rest of the time I find a half a dose is enough for me. My husband loves them. He's actually just reminded me that we're running low, and he's like, oh, we need to get them. So LLV hands down is what I'd be suggesting. The other thing as well is looking at how your sleeping is going, because obviously if you're not sleeping well, you will be fatigued. So that's where using oils like your lavender peace, your vetiver, your copaiba, those kind of really calming sleep oils are going to be helpful. And I did do a webinar about sleep in oils that I really recommend you have a look at. But a super condensed version is that a good sleep blend is a wood, a citrus, and a floral. So your wood is your cedar wood, copaiba, vetiver, sandalwood, juniper berry, frankincense, one of those groundy, earthy ones. Your floral, ylang ylang, lavender, lavender peace, geranium, rose. Actually, no, don't do rose. Rose hypes me up. Magnolia. Oddly enough, cilantro, which has the same amount of linalool as lavender, is another option. And then your citrus. I like bergamot or wild orange. Those are the two I like the best. So try a few things, figure out what's going to work for you. Then in terms of like a pickup during the day, citrus oils, hands down. For those of you watching, what oil do you, or combination of oils, do you guys use when you're tired? Just pop in the comments, let me know what one peps you up, wakes you up. Couple of combos I love, peppermint and wild orange is amazing. That one just gets me pumped up and racing. Motivate, which is the actual blend of mints and citruses. That's a really, really good one. Just get the touch version and just literally rub it on your neck, rub it on your hands, and whoo, you know, you're good to go. The ones I was talking about, the mood management kit, your elevation is your invigorating blend, so that's going to help wake you up. And also, your citrus bliss is your invigorating blend, so that's going to help wake you up. And your elevation is your joyful blend. Again, it's going to help you to wake up, feel nice and pumped up. Let's see what other people are saying as well for you, Sally. So peppermint, Michelle says peppermint, Sharon says peppermint. Oh, Shauna, that's a good one. Lavender, lemon, and rosemary, because rosemary is really good for memory. Peppermint and wild orange. Yeah, there you go. So Sally, definitely crack out that peppermint, because that's going to really help you with feeling nice and awake. Just have some water. All right, let's keep going a little bit longer. So Tanya, I want to use it for my lungs. Thank you for that. So I'm assuming you're talking about Douglas fir. Yeah, Douglas fir is meant to be a really great one for respiratory support. Yay! Donna loves Douglas fir as much as I do. I don't know what it is, but that oil is just like my fave. Sharon, oh, congratulations to your daughter. She's pregnant, but she's having pain in her lower back. So again, I would really suggest looking at Stephanie Fritz, The Essential Midwife, Pregnancy, Birth and Beyond. Fabulous book, heaps of information. When you are pregnant, you are going to be more sensitive in your skin, so you're going to want more dilution, so more carrier oil. For pain, any kind of body pains, hands down, Ice Blue is my go-to. Ice Blue and the Ice Blue Rub. Again, she may be more sensitive, so you may want to be diluting it further. You could even mix this with like sorbeline cream or moisturizer just to sort of help dilute it a bit more. Another one is Aroma Touch. Love, love, love Aroma Touch. I'm so excited that it was one of the BOGOs. So Aroma Touch is the spa blend. Again, it's going to give you that cooling sensation, cooling feeling on the skin. And also marjoram, lemongrass, and copaiba are 3 other ones. And frankincense are also good for helping with reducing the inflammation. So simplest, I would say, would just be your Ice Blue, but you could sort of get a bit creative, make up some different blends to help support her to feel a bit better. I get a bit of back pain when I have my period, and I found that the Ice Blue Rub with the Ice Blue oil is just amazing. Really, really helps. Oh, Sally, thank you for replying as well. That's great. Oh, yes, and a heat pack too. That's a good point. Ez, you've run out of LLV. Oh, that's not good. Hi, Banjo. Benny says hi. Benny's asleep, but he says hi to you. Hi, Laurel. Samantha, recommend vetiver for sleep? Yes, me too, hands down. Vetiver is amazing for sleep. And Sally, hopefully peppermints and BOGO tomorrow. All right, guys, quick survey just for funsies. What do you think tomorrow's BOGO is going to be? We know it's going to be hectic, whatever it is. It's going to be a mystery item plus 2 oils. So does that mean the mystery item isn't an oil? Or is it like a collection of oils? I know it probably sounds like I know, but I actually don't, unfortunately. We get no matter what rank we are, we actually don't find out either what the BOGO is until the same time as you guys. So I'm just, what are you guys hoping it might be? I'm secretly crushing on LLV because it's just the best, and I think it would be such an amazing way to introduce it to so many people. And if we're gonna like be really dreaming, I think if they did like LLV and then gave away something massive like frankincense or copaiba or something like that, that would just be, and actually it won't be copaiba because they have such limited stock, but something like that would just be a really good way to get people to try the lifelong vitality, because I'm sure there are a lot of people out there like me who are really resistant to the idea of supplements simply because, you know, they have this negative conception about supplements. And I'll be honest, like I said, I only did it because I kind of figured I should try it just so I can tell others about it. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who are quite resistant, and it would be a great way to get them to try it. All right, so, oh, that's a good idea, Tanya. Give her a roller. Let's see. Citrus. Oh, yes, that's a great combo, Erin. Green mandarin, tangerine, ginger, and grapefruit. Ginger is the oil of empowerment. I love it. It's one of my favorite oils, and I love it with wild orange and citrus oils. It just smells beautiful together. So let's see, what do we think? A diffuser with 2 oils, lavender or juniper berry. Yes, I'm running out of juniper berry again, so I'd be happy with both of those. Shana, LLV and lemon and lime. Kids kit. Oh, yeah, that would be amazing if they gave us a kids collection. Don't think it would be that though, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm thinking yoga. I'll be honest, I'm thinking yoga or that red mandarin, kumquat, and what was the other one we got? The freebie. Clementine. That little and a car diffuser. Oh my gosh, I wonder if that's it. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Yes, I would love it if it was Frankie as well. Oh, Lorelle, I'm glad that you're taking the lemon and wild orange and grapefruit. It's beautiful. It's such a good one to add to your water. All right, guys, I did say this was going to be a pretty short one. I was only going to try and keep it to half an hour, so we've gone a little over time. If you have any last questions, pop them in now. Pop them into the comments, and I'll go through them. If anyone watching this doesn't yet have any oils and has been thinking about getting some, this is a really, really great time to join up. I would love to help you get your own account. So in doTERRA, you have 2 options. You can pay retail, which is full price, or you can get your own account and you'll get an automatic 25% discount on your purchases. There is no obligation to sell the oils. There is no ongoing there's no requirement for ongoing orders. There is an optional loyalty rewards program, which is a monthly ordering program. And we'll go through that obviously. And to get your own account is quite simple. You have 2 choices. You can either pay a $35 membership fee and then just pick and choose whatever you like, or you can purchase a starter kit. Now, if you want more information on how to join and how to get a starter kit, read the pinned post at the top of my Facebook page, which is Lavender Friends. All the information's there. Or else you can go to my website, which is www.lavenderandfriends.com, or just send me a message. I'll probably be online for about another half an hour or so. So if you do have any private questions you didn't want to ask in this, just send them to me as a message. Happy to have a chat with you. For those of you watching, how did you start? Was it a kit? Was it a couple of oils? What was your first order? Love to know what you guys started with. For me, I started with the Home Essentials kit. We didn't have a Nature Solutions kit when I joined up, or else I probably would have gone for that. It is the best value, but the Home Essentials kit was fabulous because it got me a diffuser, it got me the 10 most popular oils, and my own membership, so I could then purchase ongoing products at a 25% discount. So it's a great starter kit. Now just having a look, yeah, Darlene, I think it's going to be the car diffuser too. I think that'd be my guess as well. Oh, thank you, Laurel. I'm glad you like my videos. And thank you, Rebecca. I'm glad you found it helpful. Donna started with a Home Essentials kit. Michelle started with a Home Essentials kit. Laurel started with 3 oils: lemon, peppermint, and lavender. Now, I'm just thinking if there was anything else I wanted to chat with you guys about. I told you about my smart and sassy amazingness, so I've covered that. We've chatted a bit about the BOGO. So we've still got tomorrow's BOGO to go, and then we've also got 6 p.m. tomorrow night is the final American BOGO. So who knows what they're going to be. All right, I'm going to head off. What I'll do is I'll be doing a random draw to see who wins the mini mood management kit. So I'll do that quickly and post below who it's going to be. I can't actually do it while I'm going live, so I just have to stop and then post. Anyway, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you found it helpful. If you'd like more helpful information, make sure that you are following my Facebook page so you can get the notifications. And also, if you are wanting to learn more, jump into the Oil Squad. So my Facebook group is open to everyone who wants to learn about oils, whether you're enrolled, whether you're enrolled in another team, whether you're enrolled with me. It's welcome to everyone. Check out the pinned post. I am giving away a free bottle of turmeric. So if you want to find out how to get that, read the pinned post and you'll see all the details of that. And that's all from me. Cheers, guys.